Teaching is shifting. The old idea of students that get deposits of information is being replaced with an active learn-by-doing approach. But what changes do we need to make in order to scale a research concept to hundreds of classrooms around the province?
Okay, so I just arrived at Dawson College, and I'm going to be meeting with Professor Elizabeth Charles, who I had previously worked with. She's now trying to figure out how to scale this practice to classrooms around the world.
I've been following the active learning pedagogy of Dr. Elizabeth Charles and her team at Dawson College for some time. Their unique classroom layout has students work in small groups around a shared whiteboard or display. Their research had already shown that it was beneficial for teachers and students in the lab, and they had received a grant to scale this approach to additional colleges in Quebec. So I wanted to see what approaches worked and what they had to change in order to make it work at scale.
I'm here with Liz Charles, and Liz is one of the
researchers, for sure.
Researchers, yeah. First of all, the practice within the research has already worked. You've done another project to scale it, to try it in other schools in other regions, and that's worked as well. And now you're at the next phase of well, how do we get even broader adoption?
We're trying to develop content to support teachers who are in the process of changing their pedagogy, because there's a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to changing your pedagogy. So the objective that we have now is that we get materials that are catered directly to subject matter, not just strategies, but the actual subject that you need to work with.
I was excited to hear that Liz had grown the team with teachers who were building content for their new teaching approach. They recently received a grant for making this customized content, and I was so encouraged to show her some of the teacher-made lessons for EdTech Snowflake. Liz and her team showed me how their unique approach to content included making concept maps, solving problems, coming to consensus, revising their mind maps, and reviewing the work of their peers. They even had a multiple choice system where students would justify their answers and see the justifications of their peers. Visiting the active classroom, you'd immediately see the pear-shaped tables for each small group of students, each wall with its own display and computer, and the real magic is a small control panel in the side of the wall that allows the teacher to control the displays and even share the screen from one projected display to the front of the room. Trying a new approach to teaching is intimidating, especially when the teacher goes from being the expert in the room to being the learner of the technology. I learned from Liz the importance of content that dives deep into the curriculum standards that teachers need to teach. That's one of the reasons why we've built so much support for educational standards into every lesson. Check out the free content made by teachers in our global content department at snow.live, and let me know if you've got any questions in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.